Hello friends, welcome back with the Plat. Platypus is the name, and today I'm going to answer definitively 100% with 100% accuracy and confidence how free-to-play friendly is Dislyte. Now, that's obviously a joke. I am going to give you my best numbers that I was crunching, but this is worth noting that there is some RNG in terms of the daily gems you can get and daily gold discs you can get based off the bounty system. But I'm going to do my best to give you what I think is an average experience, and that this is not going to be 100% accurate. This is just the rough numbers, what I ran from my dailies over a couple days, what I expected to get, and projecting that if it is to continue going forward. So take it with a grain of salt, but let's jump into it. So first, how many gems do you get on, we're basically going to answer, what do you get on a monthly basis? How many pulls and how many gems do you get on a monthly basis? Can this song be a little bit different? Let's go here. First we'll change the song. Maybe change it back. All right. So first, the primary way you're going to get a lot of stuff, most of your stuff, is through the bounties. Make sure you're doing these. I don't even know if there's like a little red circle to point you towards these, but you get 3 of these a day. Okay, I already did mine a day today. There's a random one. There's a pending solo. Okay, that's not important. So you're gonna look here, you can see the rewards here, blah 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 blah. So these ones are all actually kind of bad. I would put this on the low luck side if it wasn't for the fact that I already did them. So my numbers that I'm using are gonna be based off you getting 200 total gems a day, 250 total gems a day, 3 days in a row. Yesterday and the day before I got 400 gems through doing these each of those days. But I have gotten 200 some days, and today I got 250, but over the course of the last week, I don't think I've gone below 200 gems, because there's a 200 gem reward here almost every day, and you get a free refresh. And honestly, if you need to spend 10 gems to refresh to try to get 200, I wouldn't recommend it, but sometimes, you know, and every time you take one, another one refreshes. So I think it's safe to say you'll get around 250 gems a day. And for your third one, I have gotten the last 4 days in a row, I have gotten a gold disc on mine. Now, sometimes you might just want to take energy. Sometimes there's just money. I don't value these very high. The energy I do value, actually. 60 energy is not bad, but these numbers, so again, this is the whole point, is to keep in mind. It's going to be based off your bounties giving you 250 gems a day and 1 gold disc, which could be approximate 200 gems, but I'm not converting the gold discs and gems. I'm keeping those separate. But so if you don't think that's accurate, let me know. That has been my experience over the course of the week. As I get more information, as I get more time, as things continue to develop in the game, I will update this when I have better information. But as of now, these are the numbers I'm working with. So this is the primary way you're going to be getting your stuff. And I've estimated it, like I said, 250 gems, 1 gold disc. So you also get 100 gems from your daily mission. If you come over here to the quests, here, can I take a look here? Yeah, see, you'll get 70 there, and you'll get 30 here. You also get energy and stuff, but I don't think you get any other kind of, you don't get any gold disc, but you get 100 gems every day just through that right there. Boom. You also get 10 points, which doesn't sound like very much. This is the wrong spot. Through your point war. If you go to point war and you just look at your first win, you're going to get 10 every day there, which is, you know, nice. It's something there. But also, the reason 10 is kind of not that weird of a number is because you come here to your club tasks, you're getting 40 every single day. So you're getting 50 from that. So 100 from daily quests, and then 50 between your point war and your club tasks every single day. So what I calculated out to is daily you're getting 400 gems and 1 gold disc. Again, if that doesn't feel accurate to you, let me know. But we're going to go over the weekly and the monthly, and then I'm adding it all up at the end. So weekly, you have the tournament shop, which does refresh every 7 days. This is assuming you're doing a lot of PvP, but this is what's possible. You are going to be getting 50 gems here, and you're going to be getting 1 gold record there. I don't even know if I included this into my tournament shop. Gold disc. I think I actually didn't even include this into my weekly thing, so you might even be getting a few more pulls than I had calculated. But this is assuming that you're prioritizing these, not going for these. But if you're doing a lot of PvP, you know, this is going to be assuming that you're min-maxing everything, right? What is possible, not necessarily what's by just playing the game every day. You know, if you only play 1 day a week and you don't get any gems, you know, that's not necessarily the game's fault in that case. Oh, this one's actually, so sometimes in the where's the club shop? Here we go. In the club shop, So this is something that isn't currently active, so take this with a grain of salt. But we can see here there are 2 gold records here. So once you're in a club that's level 3 or level 9, which I am not yet, we're actually getting pretty close to level 3. You should be able to get 2 more gold discs a week, which is very, very good. And also, you're going to get 100 more gems. I'll have this all kind of rounded up to be a little more clear at the end, and I'll go over it one last time. But if you come to the club, you look at your tasks. Your weekly tasks are also going to be boom, boom. So you have 50 here, and you have 50 here, and you have another pull here as well from the club tasks. Yes. Just make sure I took notes. I wrote all this down ahead of time to make sure that I wouldn't forget anything, but then it means I have to keep looking over there. So yeah, 100 more gems and another gold record. So I have it for weekly, as I'm estimating you're getting 150 gems and 3 discs based off this here and the shop itself. And honestly, it's likely to be even higher than that, because this is also not taking into account missions. I'm not taking into account achievements. I'm not taking into account potentially sometimes the gold shop has some of this stuff. I would take into account the cube shop, which I actually am. That's the next one, monthly. The cube shop refreshes, I think it's twice a month, you know, every round, every 15 days. So that's what I'm estimating, that you can get 4 gold records a month from doing the cube shop. And that, again, that's assuming that you're prioritizing these over these. Personally, I like getting the ability ones first. I just kind of prioritize them on my account, but I think I definitely need to buy that one. That one's 50% off. It's awesome. And honestly, sometimes some of these can be pretty good, but typically I just like getting the records, trying to get some more units, you know, get more coverage. But so that I've calculated out monthly, I didn't see any gems you can get on a guaranteed monthly basis by grinding. I mean, there's things like events, right? Like there's a new event that just came out, right? I just got 200 gems from that today. You know, that's going to be a once a month thing, but is it going forward? I don't know, so I'm not counting it. There's things like these, right? You know, you can get gems based off the passes. So I just didn't count any of this stuff, things that are one-offs that I can't guarantee they're going forward. So that's worth keeping in mind, that a lot of these numbers might actually be inflated, or sorry, the numbers I'm giving you might be deflated compared to what is actually possible, because it's not taking into account monthly, weekly events, things like that. But so if we add it all up, basically what I've come down to is daily you can get 400 gems and 1 gold disc. Weekly you can get 150 gems and 3 gold. They're not called gold discs, they're called gold records. I just always call them discs. I don't know, because I'm a boomer, I guess. Weekly you can get 150 gems and 3 gold records, and monthly you can get 4 gold records. So total, if you add it all up, assuming that there's 30 days in a month, you know, so weekly, or I'm assuming 30 days in a month, 4 weeks in a month, and 1 month in a month, which seems pretty fair, you could get around 12,600 gems purely free to play, just doing your daily stuff that you're guaranteed to get if you do everything. Again, there is RNG in the dailiness of the bounties. Some days you may get screwed, but after a week plus, I have not been screwed yet, so it feels pretty generous. You seem to roll, but again, maybe I've high rolled. That's Gacha, baby. Sometimes you're just gonna get the good end of variance and not even know it because you haven't experienced the bad end yet. But so 12,600 gems and 46 gold records a month. And that also, if you wanted to spend 100% of your gems, realistically, you're going to lose a lot of these gems on stamina. Not a lot, but you're going to lose a significant amount of these gems on stamina, more than likely. Even though the games give stamina, a lot of us are playing even more than that. But if you converted all 12,600 gems into gold records, you have a potential of 109 pulls a month for 100% free to play. That's pretty crazy. And honestly, I think it's higher than that because I don't think I included the week. I think I missed one of the weekly gold discs in my calculation. So I think it should be 113. But how much is the pity? I don't even remember. My pity is currently at 49. I don't know if there's something that says what the pity is at. I think it was like 150. So assuming that there's no events going on, you don't get any achievements, there's nothing special going on, you don't get anything base outside of just the base stuff, you should get a legendary unit every month and some change. And if the pity for banners are going to be 150, that means you can get a banner unit less than every 2 months with the current rates and the current system, I think, if you're hitting pity. That seems pretty killer to me. Now, again, these are rough estimates based off the launch of the game. But I'm not taking into account the one-off things. These are the systems in the game that we're counting, right? The things that the club is going to be there next week. The club is going to be there 6 months from now. Will the rewards be the same? I don't know, but you know, every week that's going to be there. I've gotten a lot of stuff from different kinds of packs, right? Like I'm not counting the first time you rank up a guy to 6 stars or whatever. Like none of that stuff's going in there. So this seems pretty, all things considered, this game seems incredibly free to play. Now, I will say the pity system is kind of not great. I would like, instead of this kind of pity system, I like when every time you pull, you get a currency, and then when you get enough of that currency, you could spend it to get something, and like a pity store, essentially. I personally prefer that, but that's okay. It's not a huge deal. Oh yeah, 20 of these, almost there. I haven't found a single one of these. That's interesting. And I also don't like that the rates are like 1% for a legendary. I feel like that's almost 50% too low, if not more than that. I feel like 1.5% is kind of what you would expect. 1% is very low. I think it should be between 1.5 and 3%. Maybe 3% is a bit high for Gacha. I'm actually not super experienced, but 1% seems kind of low. But it's kind of counteracted by the fact that so many of the 3 stars are like genuinely really good units, like really good units. There's a mission? Like some of the 3 stars, right? My best healer, one of my best damage dealers, one of my other best damage dealers, right? Like, there's not a whole lot of good, good healer, good damage dealer. And as far as support goes, honestly, support's a little weak, but it's kind of also comes out in the wash because we have the war room. And again, one of the main questions is this game free-to-play friendly? As for Fusion, Gabrielle, she's maybe the strongest support unit in the game, and she's free-to-play for everybody. Now, free-to-play is going to take longer to get to, right? Getting these units to Awaken 5 is not easy. I'm still doing it, but I'm getting much closer. I'll probably have her within the next week. But getting this probably the strongest support and maybe one of the strongest characters in the entire game completely for free, while also getting over 100 pulls a month. You're getting 46 pulls a month plus 1,200 gems, 12,000 gems. So overall, I would say this game is, at this stage, shockingly free-to-play friendly. I do think the rates are bad, and I do think the pity system isn't great. So in that sense, is it pay-to-win friendly? I'm not so sure that spending money gives you a lot. I mean, there is, again, I've not spent a dime. I'm 100% free-to-play. Which I should have added that in the beginning of the video, as I feel like that adds weight to my opinions. However, I guess it's not important now. There's a lot of ways to spend money, right? 3,000% value for whatever this unit. I think the unit's actually pretty cool. So maybe there is ways you could spend money to get a lot, but I'm actually very impressed. I didn't even notice this. You could spend gems to get gold. I don't think that's a good idea. 1.5 million is not worth 1,000 gems. Just take your 5 pulls. Unless you're just wailing out hardcore. But yeah. So here we go. Gold, because gold records are 200 gems. But yeah, I think that's it. Now I'm just starting to ramble on, but that's kind of what I've calculated, is I do think this game is incredibly and shockingly free-to-play friendly, despite the rates not being very good, despite the pity, I think, not being very good. And it's not like it's totally shit. It's just not particularly good. But I do think, again, even that is counteracted by the fact that there's so many good 4 stars, so many good 3 stars, that having insanely, it's not like right now insanely reliant on the 5 stars. And maybe over time that'll change. I'll keep you guys up to date, because power creep is a thing. If they only release 5 stars over time, if every new unit comes out to 5 star that's stronger than every other 5 star, eventually all the content will be too hard for any free-to-play player. Probably, but then again, maybe the fact that we can get a lot of we get hit pity pretty well, might kind of make up for that. But I'm hoping they release 3 stars and 4 stars as well, because it is kind of annoying when a gacha becomes a year old and like it started with 10 max rank units and like 50 of the low rank units, and now it's like 90% of all the units in the game are different of the super legendary things. I like it to kind of maintain the same rate if possible. Maybe not exactly the same rate, but yeah, overall, I would say this game is free-to-play friendly, and if you want to jump in, I think it's a good game to jump into. I've got no affiliate codes or anything like that, but if you like this video and you enjoy this game, or you're looking forward to playing this game, leave a comment, leave a like, do that YouTube shit for me. Thank you so much. For platypuses per platypus, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.